Hey, this is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining us. It's always a pleasure to bring you these videos. So a lot of questions are popping up about how to make money today if I don't have any money. So if you have $0, nothing, but you do have a computer, because you have to have access to the internet. You're not going to sell anything anyway. And you want to start a business, you can start an eBay business or an Amazon business. And you can also go to Walmart. It's a little more difficult to set up. They don't have it perfected yet. And these are the biggest e-commerce stores. I said this in the last video on how to start your own e-commerce business, but I'm going to go now and talk about things more in detail. So this is going to be a little more in detail based on my own personal experiences, because guys are asking me on other sites like Quora, Quora, which is a site where people ask a lot of questions. And one of the questions keeps popping up is, I don't have any money and I want to do something. I want to start my own business. And how am I going to do it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the only way that you can do it is you're going to take product that you actually own or items that you actually have that you own free and clear. You don't want to be selling a car that you have $20,000 loan on. So you want to sell things that you own free and clear. It could be anything. And when you sell everything that you own, then I know people that make millions of dollars that never buy anything. They just take other people's products on consignment. So the guys that are doing these videos are excellent video guys. They should give themselves credit. They're the ones that do the editing of the videos, and they make the videos look great. After you've sold everything, you can take other people's product on consignment. Who are you going to go to? You go to your neighbor. Hey, what do you want to get rid of? Gee, man, my garage is filled. On my street, everybody's garage is filled, pretty much, except for the really old folks. Their cars are sitting out front. Why? Because their garages are filled with stuff. I had a next door neighbor who moved out. He had 3 sets of furnitures. The guy that he bought the house from left everything in the house. His girlfriend brought everything in the house, and then he brought everything in the house, a 3,500 square foot house. The stuff was falling out of the garages. I was buying things from him for pennies on the dollar for my own consumption. I needed a 60-inch TV, and I got one for like $50. It was a great TV, too. So there's a perfect example. Most Americans have $3,000 to $4,000 in assets, which are things that they own sitting in their house. They want to get rid of them. People don't want to do the work. So let's go through the 5 things you got to do. Number 1, and this is the most important thing, you got to open an account. And where are you going to sell your product? You got to sell it on eBay and Amazon. Don't open a Shopify account. That might come later down the road. And forget about drop shipping. For now, just open an eBay and Amazon account. Go get some things, take some pictures with your phone, learn how to upload them, and upload them on the site. Now you're in business, period. Now, there's hundreds of millions of people out there that look at these sites every month. I think Amazon's like 170 million and eBay's like 140 million. It's 300 million people. And one little side note, people have bought more stuff since Christmas. So the 25th, 26th, and now the 27th, I sold 100 items. And I sell usually big ticket items. We'll talk about the kinds of items you can sell in a few minutes. So that's number 1. Number 2, you have to have a bank account. So you got to link your eBay and Amazon account to your bank account because you can't get paid. So take good pictures, put stuff on there, and you're in business. You don't have to do anything after you do that. Try to get 10 or 15 or 20 items. You're going to be limited on eBay to $500. They may have changed that. And in 30 days, you're going to go to eBay and you're going to get them to allow you to list more product. So number 1, sign up and open accounts on those sites that I just mentioned. 2, link your bank account. 3, start listing products. 4, go to other people. You go to relatives, friends, neighbors, anybody. Just go up the street, go to the guy next door or whoever it may be and say, hey, I'm going to take your product. Now, if you can remove the things from their house, that's even better. Why? Because you don't want to sell something and then say, well, that changed my mind. So in my opinion, start with small items. So that's number 4 or 5. Go get small items to sell, things that you could put on a table. Don't start selling tables. Sell things that you can actually put on a table. What? Books, computers. I don't know. It could be anything. Fancy steins, Hummels, artwork. I mean, I've sold hundreds of different items, all kinds of items. Cell phones that you don't use. I have like 150 cell phones in my inventory, or smartphones. They don't call them cell phones anymore. And they're old ones, 5, 6s, and 7s. So number 5 or 6, don't worry about the age of the product. A lot of people don't need current stuff. Everyone's concerned about selling current product. You don't need current anything. I'm still selling Apple IVs. I buy them for like $5. I sell them for $25 all day long. 5s, 6s. I'm using a 7. I don't use an Apple 12. I use an Apple 7. I have several computers in my home. I work from home. So that's number 6. You can do all this from home. Forget about commuting. You don't want to commute anymore to anywhere. It's a total and complete waste of time commuting. And you don't want to be hanging around with people all day long, because people that you hang around with a job, a 9-to-5 job, they're in the same boat as you. You want to interact with entrepreneurs. What's an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is somebody that owns and operates businesses and runs businesses on their own. They can make money from anything, from nothing. They're not franchisees. I used to be the regional manager of the Pacific Northwest for Arby's franchises, sold a lot of franchises. Franchisees can make a lot of money, but you have to own multiple franchises, number one. And number two, they're not really entrepreneurs. They're really guys that want to have an easier way to and they can make a lot of money, make millions of dollars. But even McDonald's today, they won't even take you unless you have 5 franchises. You have to have 5. There's no money anymore in running one. It's 5 or nothing. That's how they look at the game. Okay, so you're up and running and you're selling product. What do you do now? This could be number 6 or 7. I'm not keeping count. Hopefully the video guys are keeping count of this thing, because I'm not doing it. And I'm not reading from a script. I never read from scripts, hardly ever. I do sometimes, but not now. It's all from 30 years of experience of doing this, going way back. And I've been on the internet for over 10 years. So I can tell you from experience, you can make millions of dollars a year. If I don't bring in $100,000 a month, that's gross income, and net about 40%. That's 40 grand a month. That's $480,000 to $500,000 a year. That's what my goal is. I can go and make more money if I want to get more product and take less profit margin. We'll talk about profits and how to find product and values pretty soon. Let's go back to listing products. So now you're listing products. What price are you going to put it at? You have to put it below everybody else out there. Why? Because eBay's algorithms are linked in such a way that the lowest price will go to the top of the list of people that are looking for things. So say you're selling a Apple 4 tablet. Even if you have the lowest price, you're not going to go to the top. On Amazon, you will go to the top for lowest price only. They're price sensitive. On eBay, they're going to count sales too. So they have 3 or 4 different things. I like eBay over Amazon because a lot of the product that I sell is older product. But if I have real quality, top-notch product, and I only deal in computers and computer-related products, and you can check out the eBay stores, just go to Hemispheres Trade, and then there's links to eBay stores. You can see what I'm selling on eBay. And also Mosaic Technology, or MosaicTech.com, and that's my e-commerce store. But we don't get into e-commerce stores now. This is just about getting product up and starting from zero. That's the purpose of the whole video. I have no money. I got to start making money. I got to start doing it today. It's going to take some effort. That's the biggest problem with most people. They don't want to put forth the effort. If you put forth just a little bit of effort and do something today, you're going to probably get a result. I mean, there's nothing more exciting than having the cha-ching of seeing that you sold something. Oh my gosh, I sold something. Running around the house like crazy. And so then you're motoring along and you got to get other people's products. The more products that you have listed, the more product you're going to sell. When you sell product, this is a whole new list of items you got to do. So now you have the products. Number 1 on how you list. You must take real clear pictures. 3, 4, and 5 pictures minimum. People take lousy 1 single pictures. No one cares about that. And number 2, you must have a real clear, accurate description. This product is in great working condition, but it does have scratches on the back of the case. Let's say you're selling a phone, or you're selling an apparel, or you're selling a Nike Air Jordan. The shoe has a little rip mark on the side. People will buy almost anything if the price is right. So when you set your price, you have to set it below everyone else's price in order to generate business. That's number 1. So price sensitive. Number 2, when you go out and get more product, you have to make sure, even if it's on consignment, that you're going to be able to buy it for 50% below what everyone else is selling products for. So if someone's selling something on eBay or Amazon for $100, you're going to have to buy it for about $40, $50. Why? Because you're going to have to pay eBay and Amazon at least 15% off the top. So if you're selling an item for $100, you're really only going to get $85. So you got to get it for around $40, $50 at least. If you get it for 50% of what things are selling for, or $50 in this particular example, and you sell it for $100, that's a $50 gross profit, plus you're going to take $15, you're going to make $35. On a $100 item, that's 35%. That's pretty damn good money. So you're looking for a 35 to 40% net profit from everything you sell. This is item number 2 or 3. So profit is linked to what you pay for stuff. It's always about what you pay. That's the most important thing. People just don't understand that. You want to know, Warren Buffett says the same thing. He loves all these companies, but guess what? The price is too high. You have to buy product that is well below the value that it's selling for on the street. Why? Because you're going to go out and list it and sell it. That's how you're going to make your money. The more products you list, the more products you sell. Then, this is number 4, I think. You must pack and ship and get your product out next day. Everything has to go in 24 hours, and it has to be uploaded with tracking information. Now, eBay and Amazon tell you all this stuff, and they're going to watch you very carefully. If you screw around with them, they're going to bounce you out. Once you lose the account, you're finished. It's very hard to come back with Amazon. eBay, you can have 2 or 3 different accounts. I suggest you open one to start with, get that up and running over the next 30 to 60 days, then open a second one. You can wholesale on one and sell retail top-of-the-line product on the other. So one eBay store, you can have wholesaling, which I do, and I sell things in lots of 10 or 15 or 20, and then in the other store, I sell more higher-line retail product, 1 unit at a time. You have to pack and ship. Number 4. So don't be a crybaby. You go out and get boxes from Uline, U-L-I-N-E. They're the easiest ones to buy product from. You can just buy them. They'll ship them direct to you. I don't have enough space. I sold millions of dollars in a 1-bedroom apartment. So forget about the space. Just get smaller items. If you get cell phones, you can put $250,000 in 100 square feet. You can just focus on that. Well, I can't get my profit margins. Well, you can start with lower profit margins in order to get the ball going. Everything that you own free and clear, you own free and clear anyway. So don't worry about profit margins. You already own it free and clear. It could have been a gift from grandma, from auntie. So take that scanner that you're not using. I'm looking at the scanner. I never use it. Enlist it and then figure out the freight, because, freight's important. So when you list your pricing and get your products out there, you got to take freight and everything else into consideration. Those are the additional costs. This is Mike Addis. In order to do anything, and this is a lecture, in life, you must start. And once you start, you must continue and become obsessive with whatever it is that you're doing, because if you don't, you're never going to make any money. And if you want to do it from home, it's the easiest thing to do. That's all you need is a computer and good, solid internet access. I use Spectrum, which used to be Time Warner. So it's a high-speed internet access. It doesn't break down. I don't know about the other internet accesses. I don't use them. I want cable access. I do have cable access. As a matter of fact, the cable box is outside my house. When you are successful, you must remember one thing. You can't stop. Once you get going, you got to keep going. So worry about that a year or 2 down the road after you've had your success. And success to me is measured not in the amount of money you make, but in your ability to have freedom to do what you want, when you want, where you want, and with whom you want. This is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining us on this video. It's been a great year. It's December 28th. We're going into the new year, so let's start fresh. It's a long video. I know you guys out there can do it. Don't forget to give me comments. I answer all my comments. You can reach me direct at Maddis, M-A-D-D-I-S, at Hemispheres Trade. That's with an S, hemispherestrade.com if you want to email me. And my web pages are all linked along with MaddisCash.com. Thanks again for joining us on this now 14-minute video. Don't forget to comment. Have a great new year, and we'll see you on the next video.